Today is a good day. In this episode we're going to be painting up some scatter terrain, that being some walls and a nice 28mm 3D printed house. We're going to start with a house. First, prime it, then we're going to hit it with a nice dry brush, a light one and then a slightly heavier one. Following that, we're just going to slap some base layers on it. You don't have to be careful in this step, just get it on. You see the size of the brush I'm painting it with. There you go, there's the roof. Nice terracotta colour. There's the brown. Next we're going to hit it with a wash. I've just used Agrax Earthshade. Then I'm hitting it with another 2 layers of dry brushing. One, this kind of light yellow colour, followed by a pretty much pure red, just to get a bit more vibrancy back into the tiles. Next we're going to paint all the silver sections. So these are all the bolts, and then that's pretty much a finished house. Nice and quick, really simple, gets the job done. I then decided to try and magnetize the house, so I drilled some holes, popped a couple little magnets in it, and there we go. And you can see it's pretty strong. And here we are, the 360 of the house, looking pretty good. And literally took a couple hours. Next onto the walls, again black base coat, followed by a Stone Fortress grey dry brush, followed by a tricolour mottle dry brush, which is like where it's patchy, as you can see here. Then I'm dry brushing patchy yellows, then I'm dry brushing some brown on the centre of that, followed by green, and I just used goblin green on that. You can see it makes quite a nice varied stone weathering effect. And then followed all that up with again another wash. This time I used null oil on the brickworks, and again just slap it on there, it doesn't have to be neat. That gives you this type of effect. Following the null oil, I come back in with the Agrax Earthshade and do little patches again, just to add a bit of dirtiness and a bit of grime. And there you can see that's kind of added a bit of filth. Now you can leave the walls here, but I hit them with another light dry brush of that original Fortress Grey colour, and that just brings out all that texture again and kind of unifies and makes the painting coherent. For the wood sections, again just a dark brown base followed by a light brown and yellow dry brush. Next I wanted to add something around the gates, so I did some texture paste to create the effect of a well-trodden path, and that the gate is kind of dragging across the floor slightly. Here we jump forward a little bit to me having done all the basing and grass effects, and this is simply just adding grass tufts, a little bit of blocking and some clump foliage. And I think this makes a really nice, natural looking grass basing. Nice thing about this house is the roof is detachable, obviously. So here I am putting a goblin stabber inside, fits pretty well, and then there's a burrows and badgers miniature as well there, a mouse. And here I've set up the walls to kind of mimic fields, and you can see again there's the goblin and there's the mouse, so they scale quite nicely. They work quite nicely as well for larger miniatures, so there's a burrows and badgers badger, who's quite a large mini. You can see I bring in a troll, or a troggoth from the goblins again. And here we are, I've set up a little scene that can kind of show you in a battle sense, where potentially where the walls are slightly ruined, you can hop over and it fits really nicely. I'm very pleased with how these have come out, and I'll definitely be documenting my terrain building journeys going forward. Quite a quick one this week, but thank you very much for watching, and yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.